Hello everyone. Everything has gone wrong. Everything. So I decided that for the base, which is there, I wanted some wood. Because I was just messing around with the block palette and I think some of the nether woods would be good, and I also need thousands of chests for the storage system. So I built this machine. It is a TNT dropper extraordinaire. If I come down here, it had lots of fancy redstone equipment. I got the idea from Ray's Works. I watched the video of what he made, and it's not a tutorial, so I basically had to just watch. I watched it once and then try to recreate it. This is what I came up with. If we flip that, it basically bone meals it, sends the blocks over here, which then sent them up. This would grow up. TNT would drop down, blow all the stuff up, put it into a water stream, which would then send it in this direction underneath here and into this hopper. And it was kind of working. I was going to make it so that all of these wart blocks, these ones here, would get sent into a composter automatically and then put back in, so the bone meal would almost keep itself going. So then I tried to get fancy once it was working to make that TNT drop first, which was blowing the bottom of the tree away, then that one would drop and blow the middle section away. But the thing what happened was, they both dropped almost at the same time, that one a little bit out of sync. That one there blew up and threw the TNT over this edge, which has to be open to allow the wood to come through. The TNT dropped down and blew up all of the pistons, the observers, all of the wood what was here, and then another one came down and did the same thing and destroyed all the items. So it might not seem like a lot, but I've been on ages with this, and I think I should have did it in a creative world. So I'm going to tear this down and start again. This time using a creative world. Hopefully I don't want to use. I'm using Ray's Works idea, but I don't want to copy it. I want to learn to do it myself, if you know what I mean, just by looking at the way he's done things. So I'm going to try and put my own spin on it and work out how to do it myself, rather than following his kind of video, which I kind of use for an inspiration. It has ended up the same because there's not really a lot many ways you can do it, but I'm proud that I did it without, you know, having to copy step by step or just trying to work out all the redstone myself. So yeah, I think I want to tear this down, which I'll do in the form of a quick time lapse, and then I'll head into a creative world and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've been playing around the test world for a while, and I've come up with... Too high, isn't it? Yeah. I've come up with this for the tree growing mechanism, which I'll show you in a second. That should be correct. So if I... I put that there, and that there. So this is the mechanism we've got so far. And we need a button. Obviously this wouldn't be how it would be on the thing, but if I do that, it does nothing. That was foolish. We need the torch to be on there and a block on top of that. Okay, and then we have a button on there. Why is that being powered like that? Okay, so that's like that. So now if I press that button, yeah, that's perfect. So what I want to do is, we will have bone meal in there, bone meal in there, and when I flip this switch, we get a really fast ticking clock, which is not linked to that. Now it is. So we'll get the grass, piston will put that. Obviously I want to change all the layout. And then once we get a mushroom, so that when that's doing that, what it would be doing instead of a piston, instead we wouldn't have a piston get breaking, that would have that doing that. Grow another grass. And obviously this would be automatic, I wouldn't be standing pressing a button. I thought that was a mushroom there. There, mushroom, we get a tree, and then if that was automatic, that would be happening really fast. Now the tree is going to destroy this mycelium block, so straight away, every 3 or 4 ticks, I want to have a piston, a sticky piston, coming in and then back out, pulling the block out. So normally you get a mushroom almost, there you go. So this block will kill this mycelium here. It will become normal nether brick. There. But as soon as I get rid of this, I pull this stump out, because there's a mycelium beside it, it spreads it back and then we're good to go again. So that is stage 1. That is the growing of the tree mechanic. I'm obviously going to have to come up with some kind of timing system to get the piston to pull the block out, everything like that. But yeah, I'm happy with that as a system. This is stage 2. I've seen this in, I think it's Tango's Permacraft videos. You have a pillar of, and it has to be netherite because it's the only indestructible block that you can push, as far as I'm aware. So what this will do is we'll grow a tree underneath, same in the same fashion as over there. I'll just quickly add some bone meal. Bone meal that, and then we grow a tree like so. Oh. Just a little tree. We'll do with a much bigger one. It's taking the make. Just little trees every time. Right, that's better. It's not a full-size tree, but you can see the idea. So that would grow like that. Then a timer would stop the tree growing for a second, and then a pulse will be sent up, which extends all the pistons, pushing a hole in here. We would then have a TNT duplicator up here, which would then drop a TNT. Obviously, this won't be how it will be. I'll time it so they don't have to drop from huge heights. So it'll release the TNT down. That'll be the first one, which will fall in here. Blow the bottom away. This then gets picked up through these half slabs. Obviously, we will lose some, but this water chamber will be much bigger than this. Then the second one, I've had to put it really high because I couldn't be bothered to make the timing circuit to drop this yet. I'm just testing, if you know what I mean. So the second one will be just timed to drop a lot later, as if the TNT was about to explode. I'm just simulating that by dropping from higher. So if we drop down, you'll see it blows up at the top. Now, if you keep doing that over and over again a few times, you get rid of almost all of the... I mean, I could do a third one as well. Maybe it's a bit lower, a bit higher. That gets rid of all the tree. It all gets caught in here. And as we can see, we're getting lots of stuff in here. I mean, I haven't got them all linked up, so... But yeah, there will be lots of blocks in here, including all of the things I've blown up while I've been testing. So if I can combine those two aspects, I should be able to get some... Well, a decent AFK tree farm. The problem I have is the timing, so they've got to be exact. And I'm going to need... I don't know how to... I think these trees go 26 high. So this one is one of the old designs I made. So we are at 56. If I go up, we're 82. So yeah, for 26. So I'll need at least 26 netherite blocks like this. Oh, that's going to take a while. I'm going to have to definitely go AFK for... Oh, I've actually been AFK, I've just realised with the gunpowder. So yeah, I'm going to try now and build a working prototype, and this is going to take me a while. So this video is going to take a while to make, because I just wanted to have a working prototype so I can set it straight up in the survival world and not blow it up like I did with the other one. So I'll be back soon, guys. Right, so this is what we've got. This here is just a fast pulsing clock for the dispensers. So the dispenser at the bottom turns this into grass, which allows mushrooms to grow. So if I put some bone meal in here, you'll see we'll get grass on here. And then every so often, this gets pulled down, all the four get pulled down. And that is done by a hopper clock under here, which I've set up to do it every couple of seconds, so that if there's not a mushroom there, it'll pull it down and we'll get the chance to get a mushroom. Then we have a system here, which I'll talk about later, actually. So these pistons here are on the same circuit as the ones that pull down, just on a bit of a delay, so that if a tree does grow, substitute. So that mushroom grew there, that would be done by this one if we had a bit of bone meal there. So if a block was to appear there, that would pull it out of the way and push it up. And you can see, I'll put a few in. I purposely made it slower than it should be, just so that we don't get any issues. So you can see on all four sides, that will be pushing that up, and it comes up through here to be blown up with the tree. Okay, so I think this is just about ready. I'm getting a bit worried about the tick size here, so I think that might be too fast. This could blow up my face. Hopefully not. There's the piston going up. There's the first TNT. There's the second. Where's that going to land? Still at the bottom, so it needs to be longer. If I overdo it though. There's one. There's two. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so that's working excellently. I've left it for about 10 minutes. I don't think I can mess up if it's been going for 10 minutes and hasn't done anything. So piston's working, and then when the piston's gone, that comes down, then another one comes down and blows up in the middle. I'm not going to put a third one in because I think it's overkill. The tops of the tree will just wither away, and I'll get plenty of the leaves for bone meal, hopefully, because that's what I'm going to do. All of this green block, the wart block, I will be taking that It'll drop down here when it gets blown up, and I'll be funneling it back into the dispensers, and hopefully it should almost be self-sufficient, and I shouldn't need to keep putting bone meal in. I mean, I will have to top it up, I think. I mean, Ray's Works, his design is designed to be 100% efficient and never need to be topped up. I will need to top this up, I can see that already. With a bigger collection area, and I think I've put this piston one too far this way, so I'm going to move it back one in the survival world. Okay guys, we've got 42, which is brilliant. 42 ancient debris, that is absolutely amazing. I'm really happy with that. I did almost just die there flying back up, because I tried to fly all the way back to that tunnel and I hit lava everywhere. It wasn't good. Yeah, so let's go and start trying to set up this tree farm. I need to go and actually collect some redstone components. About 1 million repeaters, judging by the creative test world. So yeah, we need some redstone, which I have in my dungeon. Some clerics. I didn't show this dungeon because it took us a long time to make, and I was just messing around. Obviously, I've killed these with a zombie. I've got storage back there many times and then requeued them. So I've got like really cheap deals. Try and fix me shovel up. And I've also got these absolutely ridiculously cheap tools. I mean, 1 emerald for a pickaxe or an axe, and this guy also trades melons. Why isn't he leveling up? There we go, master. And these guys sell armor, so I can get a full set of armor for what, 8 emeralds. This guy too, even cheaper. It's kind of cheaty, but I've got so much emerald diamond armor now that I'll have to die about 30 times, and obviously I've got my netherite armor, so I'll probably never get around to using all this spare armor. It's just there in case of an emergency, just for throwaway armor, because diamond armor isn't anywhere near as good as netherite armor, and I'm hoping never to have to lose my armor. I'll just put these melons and pumpkins back. So we've got 35 repeaters, 15 comparators. We'll need observers, dispensers. Where's my dispensers? I've got 17, that should be enough. Now I just need something to build with. I think I want to use concrete because it's got a high blast resistance, not that it'll survive any of the TNT, and it's going to use obviously obsidian and slabs. What type of slab should I use for the collection tray? In the test world I used quartz slabs. I think I'm going to do the same because they're relatively cheap. So I'll pop through the nether and see how much quartz we've got available. Craft it into slabs. Fast time. How fast we're going. Yeah, so we've got another quartz. Oh, we've got quite a lot. Put that in there, that in there. We need a project box. Do I have a spare box anywhere? Shulker box, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this stone, the cobblestone. I want to get rid of the string because I've got plenty of it. We'll need iron for hoppers. We don't need another quartz ore or the poppies. All those. We do need that. We'll need redstone. I've got a redstone box also. How many of these will I get into slabs? So block quartz, and then yeah, we'll do it like that. So we'll get, I think we'll need a good few stacks. I must AFK at the gold farm and get a load of gold and set these piglin traders away, because you go through the stuff quite quick. So yeah, I think that should be probably enough. I can pop back if it isn't. What else do we need? We'll need a load of obsidian. Oh, we'll run really low on the obsidian. Don't know if that's going to be enough. I need the edge, and then actually, then obviously we've got the ancient debris, which I'm leaving in the ender chest. What else will we need? Just trying to think. Oh dear, as I was flying around, it's beginning to thunder. I don't want any of my farms getting blown up or any of the trees getting set on fire. Oh, he was a quick one. Oh no, now I can't sleep. Okay, so I'm just going to grab some more scaffolding, because even though I had a full shulker box of it, it goes missing very easy. Hopefully I've still got some. Yeah. I don't know how much you get. I can't remember. It's been a while since I made some. So, scaffolding. That should be enough. Let's head through and start building this thing. Over here, this is what I've got built so far. So, I changed the design up a little bit. I tried to put a lot of the redstone underneath it, which didn't work out, and I didn't build the platform big enough, but I'm not worried about how it looks, because this is only to get wood. I'll show you how it works. So, underneath here, we have most of the redstone. That is an on-off hopper clock, so every so often it turns the bone mealing system on, and the pistons, which go up and down, breaking the grass or whatever's on the nylium, which is in the middle. This is going to have one of those mushrooms on, so nothing can grow here and break this block. It'll always be nylium, so when these get bone mealed, even if the nylium disappears from here, this will replace it. But if I switch the system on, I'll just get rid of some of this. Switch the system on. You can see the pistons begin. I've turned the hot clock off as well, I can tell. There we go, there's the dispensers firing. Comes up through those observers there. So if you can imagine, if there's bone meal in these dispensers around the side here and above, it's very loud for me. This when a tree does appear, it gets pulled out and pushed up. This is getting pulled up and down all the time, so that if there's not a mushroom here, it'll try again. And yeah, it's very loud. It's very loud. Sorry, I have a cough. Yeah, but I think that's going to work fine. I'm going to give it a quick test now. The only problem is with these trees, manually taking them down is a chore. But I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to get some of this bone meal stored. Because I've been AFKing overnight. It's the next day now. And I got a lot of bone meal. Bones from my mob farm. Oh, there we go, so we've got a tree. Yeah, that's working. I don't think it's fast enough. Oh, we've got another tree. Yeah, so it is fast enough. Okay, let's turn that off quickly before we end up with too much tree to get rid of than we can handle. Okay, this is what we've got so far. I've got a triple hopper line going this way in the middle. See there, with all these connecting to the side one, and there'll be another load connecting to that side one. So it splits the items that get dropped into two, and then puts them into 3 hopper lines, which I'm going to try and distribute into a sorting system, which will sort it into the wart blocks, these stems, and the shroom lights, and the... Well, I don't think I want to be collecting the grass on the bottom, although I probably should be, but I haven't got anywhere to put the hoppers now. So that will get filtered out. Any bone meal that is produced in the composters over here will be then sent back into these hoppers, and some hoppers going into these bottom ones, something like that, or possibly in there and then going round in like a circle. It's going to be very tight for Rune. I'm going to struggle a little bit, but we'll need to push on. Okay guys, this is taking a long time. I kept having to go back and make more and more and more hoppers because it's just taking so many. So this is going to be the platform. It's going to be covered in quartz slabs. Oh, I've missed some actually. I've just put them away as well. Will I have enough to finish that? I doubt it. I did, actually. Yeah, so like I say, anything that lands on here will get washed into these 3 middle ones. This one going here, here, here. So the pop should be there. And the same going the other way. Just so I can split it up a little bit and give the hoppers time to... Because I think this will be moving quite a lot of items once it starts getting going. Because each explosion will drop like 30 or 40 items, and it'll be... I think it'll back up a little bit so at some points. So this is what we've got so far. It's looking quite clean on the top. I need to put some obsidian around it to stop the water running out, because that would be a disaster if the water got down here. I'm sure it would find its way down into the bottom where the redstone all is. Yeah, and then I'll waterlog all these slabs, and we should be ready to start building the piston tower, which is going to push a hole in the tree. I will grow the trees though to make sure that I get it in the right place. So this is what I've got so far. We've got the tower built, which now works when the system's on. It will push it out once the bone meal dispensers stop. All of the items are getting pushed into these up from this side, so I'm going to do this on the other side. We've got filters in here to collect the warp blocks, the more warp blocks, I can't say that word. Yeah, and then the last one is shroom lights, so they'll all get composted, and then anything else, which should only be the wood, goes along here, which as you can see when I did a little quick test, it did put some wood in here. I just blew some TNT up at the bottom. So I just need to repeat that on that side. It's taken so many hoppers, which means I needed a wood farm to build the wood farm, as I keep saying. It's ridiculous. But I'm having so much fun doing it. I wish I could show more in the video, but it's taken so long that if I'd showed you all the building, it would have been a 20-hour video, because it's every so often I have to run off and make a load of new hoppers and chests. But yeah, it's coming along. I'm quite happy with it. And also need to build a hopper coming out into here, into a dropper elevator going up, sending the bone meal back along here. And I'm going to have to try and find a way to get bone meal into these, which I've already got hoppers into, so I can just send a hopper along there into that one, which would do that one, and a one into that one. So that shouldn't be too bad, but I also need to get this one and this one, that's that side done, and then the same on this side. So it's all a bit squashed, but hopefully we should be okay. So yeah. So yeah, I've got the hoppers on this side. I need one into this one, I think, which I don't think I've got one around here. Yeah, I need a hopper into that one. I'm trying to... Putting the hoppers into these is going to be difficult because I don't want the redstone to interfere with the hoppers. But I obviously can't build anything there. So it's going to have to be kind of... It would have to be kind of there. But I'll work something out and we'll see where we'll get to. So let's do the other side. In fact, I'm going to try and connect the bone meal up first because it looks very complicated. So let's do that now. Okay, so things have got a bit complicated. Oh, you watch Ray's Works and Tango and all these and they just know what they're doing with redstone. And I'm pretty good with it. Not blowing my own trumpet, but with hoppers and things, I've just got absolutely lost. So this is what I've come up with to try and divide the bone meal up so that all the dispensers get some. It's so many hoppers and it's just so messy, but I don't care what it looks like. I want this to be as self-sufficient as possible. So I'm sending the items out of these. I'm going to need another dropper. No, I haven't got any more droppers. So it's going to go into these and then get sent up. It's going to get divided amongst the 4 hopper lines with this hopper minecart. I'm going to turn it off for now. That could be a problem. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Yeah, so we need to make some more droppers and as you can see, it's getting a bit crazy. Hey guys, I've been on hours with this TNT dropper. I've blown it up so many times. I think I've got the design right. I know how to build these in my sleep, but for some reason, it's just been constantly going wrong. So hopefully, yes. Have I put it in the wrong place? No, that should be the right place. Shouldn't it? Because that's going to go out 1. Oh no, it's in the wrong place. Oh no. I don't believe it. Well, when I finally get it working, I should have tested where the thing was dropping. Oh no. Well, take it back down again.
2 hours later.
When this piston gets extended, yeah, it's done it again. It's getting stuck. Oh, I just don't understand it. Ugh. Okay, here goes again. 7 millionth attempt. It works fine when I'm up here. It did it again, but this time I was watching. Oh. Ugh. Okay, so the TNT has got way out of the redstone, sorry. My brain is literally frazzled. This is taking us about 4 days. Every time I do this, it blows itself up. And the sun's about to go down, so I want to give it its first test without the gate posts on. Here it goes. I shouldn't be doing this. Come on. So the piston's going to come up. I'm so nervous. Here it goes. Number 1. Number 2. That's how it's supposed to work. Now we need to see when this light comes on to see when the gate post will open, if it's in the right place. Come on, the sun's going down. I don't want creepers down there. So 1. Gate would open. Letting that one go. Number 2. Oh, it's done it again. Is it getting stuck on that? Just need to make sure it hasn't killed anything on the back of here. That must be the luckiest explosion ever. See, why did that happen, guys? If anyone in the comments can tell us, I'm hoping by the end of this edit, I'm gonna get it fixed. But it keeps happening. Probably will get blown up by a creeper now. Hopefully putting this bit of glass here. I mean, it's been working okay. But the TNT keeps... Oh, I have to be careful where I stand now. The TNT keeps getting stuck on the top of this bit of obsidian. And it's been blowing the top off, which I've made it so it's blast proof, but I don't understand how it can... When the slime block's here, it shouldn't be able to come this way. Usually when I'm flying, so I think it's lag. The game's like slowing down a little bit and it's causing visual glitches, I know that. It was the piston. First one should fire. Missed that top bit, good. Second one. See what glitch is there? Now a couple more ticks delay and that will blow about there, which is perfect. TNT blows the bottom away. Oh my god, it's working. Oh my god. I think it could be working, guys. And this is composting. Like I said, the other one probably is irrelevant. And it's sending bone meal up. Are we getting wood? Which is the main thing. We are getting wood. Wow. I can't believe this is actually working. I mean, it probably blew itself up now I'm down here. I think it's working, guys. I may play around with the times a little bit. Obviously this is getting pretty full of... This side doesn't seem to be collecting anywhere near as much. It seems to be all... I might have built it slightly off centre, which is a shame. Because I ain't rebuilding it. Well guys, I've just about run out of time. Let's have a quick look and see how much wood we've got. I've been AFK for about half an hour. I don't think it's as good as what I was hoping it to be. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks. But it is using a lot of bone meal. That is the only problem. The self-sufficiency part of it just doesn't exist. 5 stacks, 6, 7, 8, 9 stacks of wood in half an hour. AFK. The only problem is I will have to go AFK at the mob farm to get a couple of... I've only used a double chest of bones. That's including all the testing I've been doing. but the bone meal part of it just isn't self-sufficient. And the other problem is I'm losing lots of. I mean, if I could blow these ones up as well, I'd have loads, and that would probably self-sustain it. But I don't want to have. I don't want to have to make another TNT on this side and worry about things getting blown together. And I think that's good enough for now. It's definitely going to provide us with enough wood. I mean, if I leave this AFK for a while and keep topping it up, I'm going to end up with like double chests full of wood. This is providing bone meal. I've had to change the design because the bone meal was getting stuck in this hopper here. Now if it comes in here, goes straight in. But yeah, I'm afraid that's all I've got time for, guys. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!